Hello! On today's video, we are going to talk about how to use the Insights tool to assess how students are using video content from Studio in your courses. So by the end of today's video, you should be able to share Studio content with your students in a few different ways, view those insights in those videos to assess how your students are engaging with the video content you put in your IvyLearn courses, and then how to use those insights to improve course instruction. This is a really great tool to help you analyze student engagement with the videos and determine what tweaks you need to make in order to make sure that those videos are more effective. So if you're ready, let's get started. There are a couple different ways that you can share the Studio content with your students. I'm going to first talk about how to share that Studio content directly to your courses. So you're going to start by going to your dashboard and then finding the course that you want to add the content to. Since Ivy Tech classes are built on modules, the best place to add it would be to one of your modules. So if you click on the modules link in your course menu, you can add it to whichever one you need it to. I'm going to add mine to the module 1. So up here in the dark gray bar with the module title, if you click on the plus sign, you can add it a couple of different ways. The first way is to add the video directly. You would do this with an external tool. Once you select that from this drop-down menu, all of the external tools that you can connect to your course are going to pop up. You're going to scroll down until you find Studio, and then it should open up your personal Studio library. Click on the video that you want to put in a module. You're going to see two embed options. One is display media tabs and one is allowing media download. So displaying media tabs means that students will be able to participate in the video like a discussion board. I'm going to leave this on so you can see what that looks like. If you turn this off, it's just going to be the video itself. Students will not be able to interact with it at all except for simply watching the video. Allowing media download means that if you do select this, it means the students will be able to download the video directly onto their devices. So we actually don't recommend that you do that. So you might need to think through whether or not you want students to be able to download the media. I'm going to hit embed media, and then it'll take you back to this add item menu. Click add item, and then you'll see it's there and it shows up as a link. I'm going to publish this so we can see it in student view. In student view, when students see this, they'll see the link, they'll see the video. When they click on it, it will take them to this new link that will open up the video in a new window. So you'll notice there's not a lot of context going into it this way. It doesn't really say what the video is about or what the students need to do with the video. It's just going to take them directly to it. You can add some context if you have the embed media options by adding some details. So right now I don't have anything there, but I could say I need you to watch this video. And since I also have the comments enabled, so the comments will act almost exactly like a discussion board in Canvas. But I could say, hey, watch the video and make a few comments or respond to your peers who do make comments, if that's what I want them to do. So that is adding it directly to a module. The other option for adding Studio content to a module is to create a page. So you'll need to find pages on your course menu. So click on that. It should take you to the home page by default, but if you click on View All Pages, it will then pull up all the pages that you have, and then you can click on this plus page to create a new page. So the advantage of creating a page is that it can allow you to give some context to the students. So for example, I would probably give some context about the video, about what they're going to see, and what I want them to pay attention to. Once you've given the context or directions or whatever you would want students to do with the video, you can now embed it on the page. So you're going to embed it by going to this apps tool that looks like a little plug. When you click on the drop down, you're either going to see apps that you've already engaged, or will just see the view all, which will then open up all the apps you have available to embed onto the page. So again, you would find Studio, click on it, and it will now be added as an external tool available for you to add to pages. When you click on Studio, again, this is going to look familiar because it's basically the same exact format as when you added it to the module. I am not going to put the display media tabs in this one, and now it is on the page. So when it's on the page without the media tabs, I now have the option to, if I click on it, it says Studio Media Options, and I can edit how it appears on the page. So with it being embedded, I can adjust the size. So say I want to make it a little bit smaller. I'll click on it, and now it's going to show up in this format. Students do have the option to make it full screen, so it doesn't necessarily need to stay this small, but you have the options to adjust the size. You also have the option to display just as a text link. So if I choose that, it's just a link that will go to the video as opposed to seeing the whole video in the module itself. Once you have got everything up here and it looks good, you would then come over here, hit Save and Publish, and the page is created and looks like this. To add it to the module, you would essentially start the process the same way. You come up here, click on the plus sign, use the drop down to Page, and then it will list the pages that you have, add the item, and now it's there. And again, if we go to Student View, when they click on it, it will open the page, and again, they can watch the video right there after it loads. You can also share to students directly from your Studio library. So again, if you click on Studio, it will take you to your library. If you want to share content with not just students, but also with other faculty members, with anyone else who might need access to the video, you can click on this hamburger menu here with the video not fully open. Click on Share Media, and then it will give you two options. One is people, so you can literally add anyone that you want to be able to access the video. You can also edit their privileges, so can they just view it or can they edit it? So again, thinking about, is this a student or is this another faculty member in your department? You can also revoke access. So once you've granted access, you can take it away. And then the other option is to create a link. So, and notice that if you just create a link, some of the analytics and commenting, which you've already seen the commenting, I'll talk about the analytics here in a second, you won't be able to see that if you just share a link. But this would be a public link, which means that you could share this with anyone outside of Ivy Tech or outside of IvyLearn. And again, you need to think carefully about that before you choose to share. All you would need to do is click on this share icon over here, and the link would be copied, and then you can share that with whoever you want to. It also gives you an embed code if you want to embed it on either a page in your course or onto a web page somewhere else. You can also access the same share menu when you open the video itself. Again, in this hamburger menu, the first option is share, and it takes you to the same kind of options. One of the advantages of embedding the video into your course is that you can view analytics, or basically observe how students are interacting with the video. You can gain access to these analytics either by going to your personal Studio account or going to the Studio account for the specific course that you have the Studio embedded in. I'm going to go in using the course Studio. When you add a video to the course, it will automatically upload in the Studio file, so you don't have to take any extra steps to add to it. You would go into the video by clicking on it, and then this is where you would find your insights or your analytics. You'll notice a drop-down menu here. This will show you everywhere where the video lives. So this is the collection in my main Studio library about where the video is, and then this is the course that I have it embedded in. So if I want to look at how students in this course are engaging with the video, I would need to have that selected. So if I have embedded the video and added the option for students to have comments, this is where I would see them. The insights or analytics are where I can see how specific students are engaging with the video. So there are 4 views. It's been viewed for how many minutes and how many unique viewers that have been. And then the charts kind of show you how long the student or how many students were viewing it at that particular point. So it'll show you like how many times it's been played at certain time points. And then you can come down here and see how each individual student has interacted with the video. So once you've seen the analytics, there are a few things that you can do with this information. One is if there is a concept that is either being enhanced by the video that you shared, or maybe it's the main way that students are getting the information about that concept and they seem to be struggling with it on other types of assignments or assessments, you can go in and see, okay, are the students actually watching the video? If the answer is no, then you either need to find a way to maybe encourage students to watch it by adding points. You could do this by attaching it to an assignment or attaching a quiz to the video. If you need directions on how to do that, scan this QR code to watch the video about how to set up and assign a Canvas Studio quiz. You also could remind them that the video is there so that they can actually go in and watch it and get the information that they need about that particular concept. If you're noticing students are engaging with the video and engaging with the concept but not understanding it, then you might need to reconsider the video itself. How is it presenting the information to the students, and are there potentially better ways? So there you have it. You now know how to share studio content with your students, how to view the insights from how students are engaging with that content, and then how to analyze and improve your course content based on how students are using the videos. I hope you have learned a lot today, and thank you so much for watching the video. Have a good one.